welcome back to the next match of the day. We got Zindarin going against Ice Cube here. Zindarin won the toss and will be picking first and banned first. Bans have already been decided, and the bans are Misfortune, Yasuo, Leeson, and Gragas. So pretty generic bans, except that Misfortune and Gragas, I don't think they have been banned. I think Misfortune was banned once, yes, Gragas. So Garden is here with me. He's the streamer.
Yo, people, sup? And this seems to be an interesting match, don't you think, Ansley? And the bans are a little bit on the odd side, don't you think? Yasuo and Misfortune, not really the most banned heroes, don't you think? In the
That's yeah,
last
that's true.
4 days,
Like one
I
of
can
these
say.
people have like 1,200 matches on Lee Sin, so that's why he's banned.
Yeah, that's a fair ban, I must say. So yeah, that's fair. And looks like both the teams are ready. So shall we go in?
Yup, let's start.
Let's go.
So actually, Cheech was supposed to cast with me, but he will be there here shortly. Maybe or maybe
Yeah,
he's
I'm here. I'm here. It's all good.
And Cheech is back, and I shall be taking my leave. Good luck, people, to both the teams.
So Cheech, Zindarin versus Ice Cube. Braum is being taken from the side of Zindarin. What do you think would be the support on the side of Ice Cube here?
90% sure it's going to be an Alistair.
Yeah,
Oh, it's actually
like
Lulu.
That's interesting. Like we were expecting Alistair, even I was, as he said. So yeah, it's gonna be Lulu and that Olaf. So if Lulu uses her ult on Olaf, he'll be just a killable Brolaf, you know.
Oriana and Kai. These are pretty standard picks.
Yeah, pretty standard coming to that these picks. So Braum and Kai's good combo. Oriana can really help a lot with the team fights. Coming on the side of Ice Cube, it's gonna be Singed. Wow.
Jinx pick was Singed. Now that's interesting. Singed coming out from the red side here.
Yep. Singed with the sprint and the cancerous combo of Lulu and Jinx has been picked on the side of Ice Cube. Ice Cube doesn't want to give any wins to Zindarin.
So Lulu plus Jinx is good, but it's annoying, somewhat annoying. Lulu plus Olaf. Lulu plus Olaf, it's really good, and it's also somewhat annoying. But Lulu plus Singed, you actually don't know how annoying that is.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Let's like imagine Singe uses his ult, Lulu uses her ult on him, and that dude will just run everyone down.
Yeah, you'll be slowed, like you'll be perma slowed. It's super annoying.
Exactly, and if he catches someone in his goo, they'll be muted and they won't be able to run away. They'll be like, immobilized. Yes, that's the word.
and while we were talking about that, are they going to play a Mumu in the side lane?
Oh damn! Zindarin's picking out some strats here. Amumu is going on the parallel lane, it seems.
We might actually see a Mumu versus Singed. I'm clueless on what to expect. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, neither have I. We'll see two green people going against each other. So it's gonna be crazy. Now on the side of Zindarin, the jungler is Wukong. So there already seems to be some monkey business going on. Wukong in the jungle, Momo in the band lane. It's definitely gonna be fun to see what Zindarin cooks up for us. And doesn't seem like they're going for any invades yet. They might play it safe, both the teams. Lulu is gonna take vision. She just planted a ward. Braum is gonna try to defend, but don't think Olaf is gonna push. Yep, he's gonna take his own blue buff while Wukong is gonna take the red buff first.
So both the teams not the strongest early game. So that's maybe why they aren't trying to counter jungle.
And Amumu and Sins are already going at it. Both are pretty poked out already. Looking at the mid lane, we got Orianna versus Misfortune. So Orianna will poke out that sorry, not Misfortune, Aurelian Soul, my bad. So Orianna will poke out that Aurelian Soul. Aurelian Soul is getting the heat, but he has a better minion clear. Wukong is clearing his blue buff right about now, while Olaf cleared his chickens first. There's a fight going on between Amumu and Singed, while Singed is apparently winning. Amumu isn't unable to trade against Singed for some reason.
I've never seen that top lane matchup before. Amumu versus Singed.
True. And Amumu isn't the best early match hero, so I guess.
And in the mid lane, a little bit of trouble there for Orianna.
Orianna got caught out there, but was able to escape with the help of Wukong, it seems. Wukong is trying to maybe poke Olaf out, but I guess he won't be able to since there's the Ace Soul.
Pressure on this Wukong here to get the Rift's Cutler. And Orianna giving up that first blood to Olaf. Braum going to be taken out by Jinx as well. Wukong has to run, really low health for him here. Kai'Sa also on really low health.
Yep, while that heat was going on for this Cutler, Olaf went back and got the kill on that Orianna, got the first blood, and that Jinx was able to collect the kill on Braum, as you said, but Jinx ends up dying to that Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa, right? Yeah.
Now Singed can push the top lane. And most probably Amumu is dead as well, yes. And they're kind of engaging one by one here.
That's true. They're just going in one by one to die to Olaf, which is a very, very bad plan.
Staying on Olaf, he simply won't die. He was 1v3 right there. Killing Braum first, and then killing Orianna, and then he gets backup from his team, and they managed to dispatch the Wukong as well. So the thing about Olaf is he's deceptively tanky. You do not want to fight Olaf when he's on low health.
Exactly.
Unless you can one-shot him, you don't fight him.
Yep, and that Amumu messed up. He used his ult too late. If that Amumu would have used his ult just a second earlier, he would have immobilized that Olaf and might be able to get the kill with the help of Wukong, but he did not, and that was almost a triple kill for Olaf. Olaf is on level 7 right now, while Wukong is on, I'm not sure, 5. That's yikes.
This is why Olaf is so dangerous. Because of his ultimate, he has the CC immunity. So, if he gets ahead, if he snowballs, it's impossible to stop him.
Yep, that's true. I mean, he's already quite ahead with 5 kills. So, doesn't seem this match is gonna go good for Zindarin. When the dragon has spawned, the Wind Dragon is already for the side of red side.
Braum ult coming out here might be able to take down the Lulu, but she is going to run away. Wukong gets clapped, and Olaf picking up that double kill there on Kai'Sa. Amumu's looking really confused now. He doesn't know which lane to stay on. He wants to help gank, but they die way too soon. He's giving an opportunity for that Sins to push in the top lane now.
Yep, you gotta watch out for Sins because he's gonna split push real good. And Amumu is just a sad mummy and he seems confused as well. That was the tower, Sins was able to take down the tower. While that was happening, this Lulu, Aurelian Soul, and Jinx was able to take down the bottom tower as well. So, by the way,
they should lanes immediately. Kai'Sa can go to the top lane and farm because Singed, of course, weak against ranged champions, but hold that thought as Olaf's going to dive extremely deep onto this Wukong here. Wukong trying to get away.
That Sins just ran it down. He just sprinted it down on that Wukong, and that Olaf was able to collect the kill on a Mumu. So completely helpless, both the junglers.
Olaf was chasing a Mumu, sorry, my bad. Singed was the one who was chasing Wukong.
Yeah. So, by the way, it's another episode of King Kong versus Godzilla, because Godzilla is the Aurelian soul and King Kong is the monkey Wukong. While I was speaking that, there was a fight going on in mid, nothing much. Zindrin got a hell lot of poked out. They're down to their half health. So is Aurelian Soul, the Godzilla, but he is gonna retreat now, while Olaf is gonna get that Rift Herald.
In the top lane, Wukong gets nearly killed, but he has assistance from that Amumu getting the kill onto Singed. Much needed kill for the blue side here.
Now Lulu and Aurelian Soul are gonna push that top lane down, while mid lane tower is still standing, not for long because Jinx is pushing that down. While that's happening, it seems like, looking at the score, it's 2-13. Zindrin is not looking at a very good spot. It's a almost a 10k gold lead, more than 10k I suppose, 19.8k and 31.4k on the side of Ice Cube. So yeah, Ice Cube is doing good. Zindrin not really. Now looking at the team spread out, it seems like blue team is gonna defend mid, and the Singed is gonna find some ganks. Olaf is gonna help that Singed.
Red team going full on into the blue side here. Braum's ultimate comes out, but unfortunately Olaf's going to pick up the kill. And now he actually gets away. The Lulu's ult coming in the exact moment they needed it, and Lulu is going to pick up a double kill here. Aurelian Soul coming in with that massive Q and takes out Orianna as well. Red team simply smurfing on the blue team now.
Yup, that's an ace. Yay. Ice Cube just stomped Zindrin right here, so it's 2-18 right now. They already have the Rift Herald pushing down the bot lane, and the bot lane tier 3 tower will go down. Usual comes out on the part of Amumu, and he was able to do something and was able to get the shut down on Olaf.
The blue team retaliating, the red team making the fatal mistake of... It's the classic case of overstaying your welcome. They could have just retreated. The Rift Herald could have been summoned elsewhere, but now the blue side going to get a free dragon because of this.
Yeah, and they got a shutdown on Olaf, which is quite good because he had 9 kills. So getting a shutdown on 9 kills, that's huge. Not huge enough to close the gold gap. That Singed is gonna run it down again, it seems.
He gets caught out there by that Singed. Look at Singed. He's going 1v4.
And it took so long to take him out.
Olaf, he might get a quarter kill here.
Yeah, that Olaf just cleaned it all up. He got a triple kill. That Aurelian Soul stole his quadra kill for some reason. Mean dragon, mean Godzilla.
My classic teammates in solo queue, just like this.
I know, right? And then they are gonna push down the mid lane. The mid lane tier 3 tower will end up going down, and so did Orianna.
This actually might be the match here. If they can finish the match within 10 minutes, that's something we don't see every day.
Yeah, that's gonna be a record, it seems, on this tournament. For the time being. Oh, it's thank you for correcting me, Cardin. It was 9 for some other match. So yeah, not gonna be the record. So looking at the item builds here, everyone's going for the general items, nothing out of the ordinary. Amumu with that Rylai's and that Sins with the Rylai's, there are nothing special going on with the item builds. Looking on the side of Sins here, Sins and Jinx are roaming together.
Actually going for a Blade of the Ruin King here. He's making a grid build. Interesting.
Didn't Borg get a buff recently after the nerf? I'm not sure. Shuriko did say it.
like Borg was so overpowered. Even champions like Corki were using it.
Yeah. It is. It was an overpowered item. Good thing that it was nerfed. I'm not sure if it got buffed again, and the Ice Cube team is gonna go for Baron now. While Zindarian is busy defending themselves against Singed, who was bait, and they got jebaited, and that's a free Baron for the side of Red team.
And interestingly, Jinx not yet going for the Blade of Ruin King.
Yeah, they need some range on her team. Good by Oriana there. She was able to pull in almost 3 people. Paddled by Mumu. He just got out Jinx. Will end up paying by the life of Wukong, and he will die. That's a double kill for the godlike Olaf.
Oh, Asol.
Pushed in too deep, and that Braum was able to defend.
Very bad decision making from the side of Aurelion Sol here.
Look at the damage by Kaiser. She's just using her S1, and the opponents are just melting down. With the help of the base, of course, but still, that's a lot of damage. You know, if you guys have seen the meme, that's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
So, anyways, I digress. Coming back to the game, someone is calling me. Never mind. Blue team is defending their base, holding on to their dear game here. Red team is gonna regroup and gonna push harder if blue team doesn't do something special.
Drake going to spawn in about 5 seconds here. Both teams trying to take this advantage.
Yep. And there's gonna be a fight.
Olaf doesn't care. He gets the Lulu's ulti simply going all in. But unfortunately, Kaisa gets the kill onto him. But not before he kills the Braum himself. Sin is going to get the kill on Mumu here. And Aurelion Sol managing to take out.
Yikes, that Oriana is gonna drop.
Red side simply dominating the blue side here. Only Olaf drops. And that too, like, you saw the amount of damage he was able to soak with Lulu's ultimate.
I know, right? And that's gonna be the game. That's an ace. That's a third ace, I think, for this game on the side of Ice Cube. That's the game, guys. That Sensed was like tossing the food towards Olaf, and that Olaf was like nom 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 and got all the kills.
Like, first of all, I'm really excited to see a different pick, and second of all, very well played by that Singed. Very well played.
Yep, that's true, and that's the game. MVP goes to that Olaf, obviously, and on the side of Zindrin, it's that Kaiser because she dished out damage, even though her team was not doing very good. 7 kills, well played by that Kaiser, and that's the game, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the next round.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the second match between Zinderin and Ice Cube. Ice Cube, of course, winning the first match in very good fashion. What are your thoughts, Ainsley?
Yeah, so it seems like there's some planning going on Zinderen's side. I guess they went over their strategy. They might give a comeback to Ice Cube here, which will be really, really interesting to see. And then coming back to the bans, it seems like it's the same bans. I guess Yasuo, Miss Fortune, and Lee Shin. Emphasis on Shin. Okay. The picks are gonna start. I'll request Cardin to start the match. Cardin, please.
Let's go.
So Cardin is a streamer. He can cast as well, but he doesn't want to. So yeah. So giving the credit there. So Cardin is a streamer. It's Chicha who's casting with me. So yeah, Cheech. It's gonna be Braum again on the side of Ice Cube. Or was it Zinderin who had Braum? Yeah, it was Zinderin.
Zinderin had Braum the last time. Like it's usually Braum, Alistair, and sometimes Lulu. If your marksman is Jinx or Kaisa.
So it seems like it's going to be Braum and Alistair on the either side. Braum for Zinderin, Alistair on Ice Cube. Saying Alistair on Ice Cube is so wrong. Coming back to the picks here, we got Graves Jungle. Why? Ice Cube. Why?
It's interesting to see like unorthodox picks sometimes. Like I'm bored of seeing like literally the same 10 heroes being used every match.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. I want to see some Annie here. I want to see some, let's say, Draven. Nobody's picking Draven. Can you believe that? No one's playing Jhin.
Oh, this time we have Jhin versus Ezreal. Interesting matchup.
I just said it. And Jhin and Ziggs.
We have Ziggs. I think, is it the first time we've seen Ziggs?
Yep, this is the first time for the whole tournament, or maybe all the tournaments of CC. Maybe nope. Okay, it seems like Cardin is correcting me. There has been someone in a team which has already picked Ziggs, but it's still nevertheless going to be interesting to see Ziggs in this match. There's some interesting strategy going on in the minds of Zinderin, Kennen, Wukong, Alistair, Jhin, and Ziggs. A lot of CC, a lot of damage. And on the side of here, Ice Cube, what do you think about the Ice Cube's comp, Cheech?
Pretty solid comp, I must say. Like, they're strong both in the early game and the late game.
And that Darius, being the beast that he is, he's gonna pop, get the kills. And Ezreal has been buffed recently, and he's been popping up in all our matches. You might have noticed that.
Oh, I'm really excited for Ziggs. Ziggs was actually one of my favorite champions in the old league. PC league, that is.
That's interesting. You like Ziggs. You're the first one to who's told me that you like Ziggs.
Dude, like if used correctly, he's a god. He's an actual god. It's very hard to use him here, though.
Yeah, I guess it is quite difficult to aim result and all. Is that correct?
Yeah, like his ult can be easily dodged, and like you have to be very careful of your surroundings and your positioning. There's too much to like take in while playing Ziggs.
True. While that was happening, Ice Cube is gonna invade the red buff. Wukong is not gonna retreat for some reason. I don't know why he didn't. And that's the first blood for Braum. Braum was able to kill Steel. That toxic teammate is. That's the Braum.
They actually might now. This might turn into a counter jungle. Like they can go invade his red buff or blue buff now. But wait.
Seems like Ice Cube is gonna take their blue buff as well while defending their own. Wukong, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He should be retreating, he should be playing defensive, but nope, he's going right in. Getting poked out, he uses Flicker to escape. Was able to escape. Alistair is gonna get back to defend, but I don't think he'll be able to.
Jhin should actually be the one who's defending because in the early game he has the most potential.
That's true, he has a lot of CC, a lot of slows, and he can help a lot when Alistair can protect him, but nope. This is gonna turn. Jhin is dead. And he is. That Ziggs is gonna die as well. Seems that Graves is gonna get the double kill. Nope, that Ziggs was able to escape. Very barely. Ooh, that's a sliver. Oh no. He dies to the red buff. That was very well played by Graves. And Orianna there.
Very good W coming out from that Graves, blinding 3 people for a good, like, half a second there.
So that's no farm for the side of Wukong, while Graves is fed. How many kills does he have? 2 kills already, and Graves is looking like a American with his gun, you know. Yeah, so we were saying that Graves is bad. We can see here that Graves, when played right, can make a lot of impact. Or maybe it's just Braum dealing a lot of CC. You can't tell. While Wukong is, he's directionless. He doesn't know where to go.
Man,
He's just
never accept that Graves is good somehow.
Graves isn't a bad hero per se, but like using him is really situational. And Graves here going to dive onto that Wukong, Cannon in trouble. Ezreal's ult comes out, and Orianna, very well played. Cannon might drop here. Ezreal, incredible poke.
Guy.
And Ziggs, look at Ziggs. Ziggs actually getting the kill there.
But he will end up dying to that Graves, so that Graves gets a double kill. That's 4 kills for Graves. Yep, 4-0-2. That Braum ended up dying. So he is back now, gonna help Darius in the bottom lane.
And while we were talking about that, Jhin just wasted his ultimate there. I think it was a misclick.
Probably, I've done that a lot of times, so can't blame him. That cannon dies as well, and so does the tower that he was defending. So first tower goes to the side of Ice Cube. Ice Cube was able to take it.
Oh, Alex are in a bit of trouble here.
Oh, yeah. That Braum almost died again. That Jhin is playing suspiciously. Not suspiciously, safely, to say the least, and he's playing good. Alistair got poked out a lot. He is low. He's quite low. He needs to retreat.
They actually have Darius and Braum in the same lane.
Yep, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of tanks, even for 2. So the dragon just spawned. It's a flame. There's a flame Drake.
Ainsley, notice that even Graves went for Blade of the Ruined King here.
It did.
What do you think about that?
I guess whatever the adjustment that Ryan did made that Bork relevant again, and it was already a good item, so I guess that Graves is gonna capitalize on that. While that was happening, Blue Team has already started the dragon and is gonna collect the kill on that Alistair the Graves, and goes the Darius ult.
Darius simply cleaning up here. Killing machine Darius, and Graves is going to jump on Jhin. Jhin is going to die as well. Blue Team in full control of this match. Less than 5 minutes, they already have like 8k gold, 9k gold lead.
They do, and the score is 11-1. That's big, yikes. You know that Darius is like that Mexican lady that you get in your hotels that's just too good at pleading, so that's the Darius here.
What?
That's Family Guy reference for anyone who sees it, so yeah. Seems like the bottom tower is gonna fall. Oh, nope, the minions ran out, but kills won't. So that
Cannon there. Cannon finding the kill onto Braum there. Ziggs going to try and flank Ezreal.
And did that just Ezreal uses combo of S1 and S2 to get the tower down? That's a lot of damage.
And speaking of towers, I think Ziggs should try and take down, try and split push right now.
Yeah, I guess that's the best he can do as of this moment.
In team fights, he won't be that useful now because the farm advantage clearly on the blue side. So all he can do now is split push and trying to take some towers and trying to remove some of the pressure off of his team.
Yep, definitely. Because he's not gonna help a lot. That Jin is wasting his ult again. He knows that Graves will smite, but I don't know what he was trying. And Braum uses ult.
Very good out from Braum. He knew that Jinx would flash in that direction. And the blue team once again going to clean up.
Oof. That's an ace again for the side of blue team. It's like, what, they have aces up their sleeve all the time? Damn.
They don't even have Twisted Fate, but they still got aces up their sleeve.
I know, right? I mean, I guess Zindin was showing TF, but they went for Ziggs at the last time. So that was an interesting pick. They were going to go for it.
So all jokes aside, that out from Braum right there, that is what separates the elite players from the ordinary players. Like, you have to judge where the enemy is going to go.
Yep, that's true. While we were talking that Darius is bullying that Wukong real good, that Wukong's gonna die Pap and he drops down. That Darius is overextended and he will end up
Darius
dying.
kind of missed his ult there.
Yeah. Did you look how many tower shots he took before he died while getting poked out by the enemies?
Darius is simply absurd, and Orianna's ult comes in, really low health on Ziggs. He has to retreat. Jin also about to die here, has to retreat.
I don't know if you saw that, but that Ezreal ult just missed by a millisecond on the Alistar. Otherwise, that was a kill for Ezreal here. The Alistar was very lucky to retreat on time. Now that Braum is poked out, I guess he's gonna retreat. Yep, they are gonna retreat, gonna go back, gonna, I guess, go for the Ocean Dragon here, which is the next dragon, and red team is playing defensively. They are gonna clear their minions, go for the jungle. The Jin gets caught out. What was Jin doing?
Not the smartest choice by Jin to overextend that far.
Yup, he went too far ahead. That was happening. Ziggs got completely poked out, was able to escape. So was Wukong. Alistair goes and tried to defend, but will end up dropping to that Darius ultimate. God damn, dude. Well, can we just change Darius's name to Auditorium or something? And just as this Assassin's Creeding them for using his ult, because it's from top and he just jumps on them. You got that.
Bruh. Ainsley always the one with the cheesy jokes.
Yep. So I'm not sure what this Wukong tries to do. He's completely clueless. I can see Alistair trying to defend. I can see Ziggs trying to deal the damage, Cannon trying to get the CC, but I'm not sure what this Wukong is trying to do. I guess it's just trying to farm, get the minion farm and all, because he can't really reach his jungle. That the Darius is just sitting there like a dragon in front of the treasure,
So Jin's gone for Infinity Edge, first item. Do you think that's how he should be built?
I don't think so. I'm not an IDC pro, but I don't think that's the first item that a Jin should go for. That was happening. That was a very good engage, and they were able to get a shutdown on that Orianna. They were trying to get Ezreal as well, but Ezreal was able to poke back and fight good, and Ezreal is already all health.
There is 1v2, easy 1v2 for him.
How deep he goes before he has to retreat, because that man doesn't scare anyone. I mean, doesn't fear anyone, or even fears him.
Jin right now stuck in base. I think they do have some connectivity issues here.
Yeah, it does seem like Jin is lagging now. Was he not lagging earlier? Or maybe is that why he based his ultimate, because, he was lagging?
Maybe, we don't know.
So that's double kill for, I think, Graves here. I think they're gonna end this match. Not sure, yeah, they're gonna take the tower. So now the tier 3 tower on the mid lane and the bottom lane are out. Only the tier 3 tower on the top lane is standing. They might just end here. They don't even need the Baron buff to end here.
Oh, Orianna's ult comes in, and this is definitely over. once again, Ice Cube getting that victory. The side of Zinderin might be having some internet issues.
So it seems, I mean, it couldn't be us because I was hosting first, and now it's Garden who is hosting next, and he's on a different server. So, yeah, couldn't be the host issue. I guess the individual people are lagging from their end. Looking at the score here, Graves is the MVP, not something that I would expect. I would expect the Ezreal or, Darius to
Dude,
get
just
the
accept the
MVP.
fact, dude. Come on, mate.
Coming to the side of Zinderin here, they have only 5 kills, and the SVP is Cannon. I mean, that Cannon did good. We can't find any flaws on what he did.
Right from the start, the blue side was in control of this match.
Yep, they lost. They lost as soon as that Wukong didn't retreat on his red buff. So yeah, so that's the match, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the last round of Zinderin versus So guys, welcome to the last round of Zindan versus Ice Cube. Some ban changes has been done. So Wukong has been banned instead of Yasuo from the last time. So it's gonna be Wukong this time and Olaf. So some nice bans here: Wukong, Olaf, Misfortune, and Gragas. So it seems like somebody is a one-trick Misfortune, like Crimson Carden. So I guess that's why he's banned here. So Cheech is here. Cheech, what do you think about the picks that we have currently on the screen?
Finally, Lee Sin pick. It's always fun to cast for Lee Sin. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to see someone kicking someone else, isn't it? And that's why football got famous, didn't it?
That's why bullying is famous too.
Yep, just dudes kicking ball, haha, funny. So yeah, coming back to the game, we got Lee Sin, Akali, Darius on the side of Zindrin here, and on the side of Ice Cube, it's gonna be Malphite, Evelyn, Varus, okay, Singed, and Yasuo. From what I
Malphite tank maybe.
Probably that Malphite is gonna be support, and Teemo on the side of.
Are we going to see a Teemo? Yes, we are. Teemo picked on the side of Zinder and Overlord, going for Teemo. I think this is the first time we've seen Teemo in this tournament, don't you think?
Yep, I think so. It's going to be the first Teemo for this tournament, and this Teemo is going to be the ADC. He's not going to go Baron lane. He's not going to go mid. He's going to be the ADC. Like, whoa. Now, that's already amazing, don't you think, Cheech?
Dude, like, I'd love to see Teemo any day.
Yeah, or like what, Shirko calls Teemo Tito for some reason.
Teemo, of course, like, I like the classic, I always wanted to see the classic Teemo versus Darius Baron lane, and somehow Teemo always wins. A rat with a blow dart kills the highest commanding officer of the Noxian Empire.
I mean, that's hilarious. But Darius and Teemo are going to be on the same team here, and that's going to be Varus on the side of Ice Cube. Is this the first Varus we are seeing, Carden? Yep. So this is going to be the first Varus that we are seeing in this tournament. So 2 firsts for the tournament that we are going to notice here. Some interesting picks on both sides of the team. But that Teemo ADC is that's funny. Coming back, that Evelyn is on the jungle while Lee Sin is in the jungle. Sorry, Carden. Oh, Blitzcrank is gonna be a first as well. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I guess you know better. You have been the streamer, so yeah, Blitzcrank. He was a nerf to hell, but he is out of hell, it seems.
Fight breaking out immediately here. Malphite on really low health. Darius picks up the kill. Singed has to get away, but that Teemo, so annoying. Teemo getting the kill. And Yasuo here making quick work of Teemo.
Yeah, these guys are dead. Oh, that Blitzcrank was able to escape, use his flicker at the right time and got the fruit. So yep, that's a healthy Blitzcrank. He's gonna retreat, but that's a 4K for the side of Ice Cube here. Ice Cube already has the lead. I don't know what's in it.
You're in trouble here. Lee Sin can actually fight.
He can take her out. Ooh, that's some real funny events going on. That Evelyn was able to smite the blue buff, was able to steal it, and then flickered out. So she got the health from the smite and was able to run away from the grasp of Lee Sin, but ends up dying to that Darius. So Darius is kind of fed right now. How many kills? He has 2 kills. But yeah, that Yasuo was able to defend his rest of the team. So that Yasuo is looking good as well. He has 2-1. That Yasuo is Sasakiing everyone.
Teemo dying here, and the red side putting too much pressure on the blue side. Blitzcrank going to fall as well. This match is going to be an absolute clown fest. You got Singed You got Evelyn who can go invisible. You got Timo who can also go invisible. You got Blitzcrank. And
that Timo, dude, that rat is blow darting that Evelyn real good. Evelyn gets poked down to low. Oh, that Lee Sin might kill that Evelyn, but she ends up running away. That Lee Sin got scared from that Rocky boy, which is Malphite.
So Lee Sin, he should try really hard to not fall behind farm here. Lee Sin currently at the lowest gold, I believe.
Yep, so it seems he hasn't had much farm. He has 0 kills with all of his team except him and Akali have a kill, even that Blitzcrank. So yeah, seems like there are going to be some plays going to be played out on both the side of the team. There's been a switch. Timo now goes to the bottom lane. Darius is going to take his place in the Baron lane now, going to go against that Sincere. What do you think, Cheese? Can Darius defeat Sins?
He plays his cards, right? Probably. Darius is still overpowered, in my opinion.
Nope. So I think the same. That Evelyn is gonna overextend, might die here. Nope, Pearl's out and still gonna die. That Darius ends up wasting his ult, so that's a 50-second cooldown, 50 to 60 seconds. That Yasuo is gonna get the kill on Lee Sin, not much. Well played by the Lee Sin there.
Very well tried by Lee Sin there, but Yasuo, of course, being the absolute cancer that he is, manages to turn around the fight, and Red Team get away unscathed.
That Yasuo quieted them so good. He was low health. He just has a sliver of health. It's like 10 to 15.
This match is literally the epitome of I use the stones to defeat the stones, but instead of stones, you have cancer. And I think we've lost Ainsley here for a quick second. Crimson.
Yep.
Are you there?
I think I. Oh my god. And
yeah. So Ainsley, we've lost Ainsley unfortunately, but a fight going to take place in the middle lane here. Darius is going to fall, and the red team starting the dragon immediately.
Yeah.
Lee Sin, however.
Yeah. This I don't think this Lee Sin will be able to do it. Akali has a shuriken up, but I don't think he'll be. Oh, Lee Sin going in. Oh, just missing his smite. He's caught out. I think he's dead here. And oh, Yasuo goes in using his ult. Gets a kill on that. What the heck? Who did he kill? Oh, okay. That.
Yep, that's a cleanup. That's a triple kill for Yasuo. Darius is playing defensively, not going in there because that's a smart move not to go in. But yeah, he might die here to the Sins. Yep.
You know, Ansley, you just disconnected and came back, right?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Where are you talking?
What the heck?
Where are you talking over here?
I'm sorry. I guess my internet just bamboozled me. I didn't hear you guys. My bad. Coming back to the match here. That's true. The Ice Cube stomping Zinder, and that's not really fun to look at.
This match is an absolute meme thus far. Timo mushrooms here coming into play.
Yeah, some shrooms.
Excited.
That Yasuo is going god tier mode at this point. Oh, he's dead. Poor Lee Sin.
Lee Sin, of course, severely underfarmed right now. Can't.
That Lee Sin is gonna make no difference, it seems.
I'd expect him to build tank at this point because there's just no point in him going for attack build.
But I guess he is gonna go for that Youmuu's blade, gonna still go for that damage oriented. Akali is going for that general build, so is everyone. While Timo is going for Nash's Tooth here.
Standard build coming out from Timo. Although, I've seen a few matches where they went Blade of the Ruin King, even on Timo actually.
Yup, I saw that as well. So looking at the map here, Rift Herald is gonna go to that Evelyn on the side of Ice Cube. That's a free Rift Herald. That was happening. There was a fight going on. That Virus gets caught out, ends up dying. That Evelyn retaliates, gets a kill. That Yasuo is kiting them good.
Malphite ult, along with Yasuo's ult. Absolutely broken combo. 3-man ultimate. And all those three, like, it was a 3-man ult and there's no escaping that.
Yep, and that Darius wasn't there to protect his team, so was caught out with Sin split pushing, got baited, and that's a triple kill. Not a triple kill, but a triple wipeout. Seems like blue team tried to surrender here. They won't surrender though. They're gonna fight, gonna gas that Evelyn here, but everyone's gonna ult out. And while that's happening, Yasuo and Sin are gonna push that top tier 2 tower.
So even despite Lee Sin having one of the least farms in the team, he's still making it work. He's on 374, and like I felt his presence more than anyone else's. So kudos to him for that.
Yep, either he's playing real good or Sin's sorry. That was very good by Blitzcrank.
Blitzcrank landing some good hooks here.
But didn't end up doing much because they didn't get any kills. The team wasn't able to do anything since was able to collect the kill on that Teemo. Are you seeing that damage dealt by Yasuo? Is he just like touching them with the sword and they're dying or something?
Yeah. Yasuo is simply obliterating the blue team now.
Yep. Yasuo is the prime example of a Maima whoosh in the room and just dead. Blue team is obliterated.
No time for the Nani.
Nani?
Yeah, no time for them to say even Nani, then they just died.
Wait,
Dragon has won, no one cares.
Oh, Malphite once again with that brilliant ultimate.
Yeah, it seems like Ice Sky doesn't care about the dragon, they just wanna end as soon as possible. They'd be like, man, we're gonna push this middle tower, gonna get this ended. But Lee Sin trying to do something but gets caught up with that Evelyn, very well played by Evelyn. That ult combo was good. Tier 2 tower goes down in the middle lane, Tier 1 will go down as well.
Oh, Yasuo ulting there. And this might actually be the game. Blitzcrank, of course, can't defend on his own. Wait, Blitzcrank's hook is blocked by Yasuo's wind wall, right?
Yeah, it is. It's just crazy. I mean, it is a projectile, understandable, but still, it's a robotic arm. It can go through the wind wall. Come on, Riot, what the heck? That Lee Sin just... that Lee Sin just randomly vibe checking the grass and then randomly got vibe checked and popped. So, oh, damn, that's a lot of damage on the side of Teemo.
Teemo now. Absolute annoyance.
Guys, so never underestimate a rat. Spain didn't, because Spanish flu, never underestimate a rat. Oh, Teemo is laying down his layer of shrooms on the dragon. They don't want this dragon to give it. They don't want to give this dragon for free, it seems. But I don't think the Ice Cube is gonna quit for the dragon. They're gonna go for the Baron here.
Never underestimate a rat, like you said.
Yeah.
Like it was one rat who killed like half of Europe in the 13th
Exactly.
century.
Man, that's a dangerous. Ice Cube is gonna pursue Zindarin. There's a double kill by Malphite.
This domination coming in from the red side.
Yep.
The blue team are completely helpless.
They weren't able to do anything. I guess they're just gonna go and
Look at the goal difference now. Under 12 minutes. More than 25k. It's incredible how.
yeah, Ice Cube is just trolling here. They just went in the tower and got executed. Man, Ice Cube. Nah, that's mean.
Singed there for 1 second, really overestimating himself.
Yeah. That got executed, and the Baron is still standing, so is the Wind Dragon. No one's gonna contest for either of the objectives, it seems.
So this is just abuse coming in from the red side here. It's incredible how Riot even allows this. Like, Riot allows this abuse to take place, but Graves still can't have his cigar. And look at Singed. Look at Singed. He's a meme at this point.
Man's just vibing away. Laying down his
Teemo's actually going to die here. Yeah. Yasuo coming in with that 4-man knock up there. Quadra kill.
So, Malphite coming in for the 4-man knockup, and Yasuo ulting those 4 men and killing them all. That's an ace, and I guess they're gonna troll again. God damn, Ice Cube. Just end it already. We don't want to see this mean behavior. We are gonna.
Humiliation.
Yeah. You know, you can be removed from the tournament for being toxic, right? I'm just kidding, just to end the match. They're not gonna end the match. Why? Just look at the dead bodies in the fountain, man. Isn't that just like, I don't know, weird?
This reminds me of what's that? The LCL, where I think Waywictus was the name of the team. It was a not first, but all women's team.
Oh, okay. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to remember that video.
I believe it was 52-2, the final score, and they actually got warned for that. Like, they were stackpiling kills.
Yep. I don't want to remember that. I could have watched Logan Paul instead of watching them. Honestly.
I'm getting deja vu now.
The team is going to go Wind Dragon.
Blue team actually trying to fight back here. This is just abuse, though. Look at Yasuo's damage. Unbelievable damage. Ult coming in for Yasuo, killing that Akali. And Singed actually trying to backdoor here. Blitzcrank is there to defend, but...
Don't think he will be able to do anything. Missed his hook, landed his ultimate though, but will end up... Oh, he gets a kill on Singed, ends up running away. Well played by Blitzcrank, maybe. Or just... Oh no, they're not gonna end it, seems. Are they? They will. Finally, the match ends, and the winner is Ice Cube, as you guys would have been expecting. I don't even want to go in the details here, so that was the match again for Zindarin versus Ice Cube. You have any final words?
Yeah, let's just look at the scores here real quick, just for the formality, of course. This has been, of course, a meme of a match here. Teemo getting most damage on the blue side, and Yasuo, of course, completely destroying the blue side.
And the MVP is Blitzcrank. I'm done, bro. That's the guy's match. That's the match, guys. I can't even speak because of these match. Goddamn. Please stay tuned, and we'll be back at the next round of the next competitors.
Yep. So hey guys, we are back with another stream, and this is gonna be one fun filled match because both of these teams are Philippine teams, and both of these teams are just absolutely destroying their own particular bracket. Tyrant Gaming on the blue side, and we have UV Conquerors on the red side. And let's just talk about the bans first. So we see ASOL being banned, ASOL and Akali being banned on the blue side, and a Gragas and Oriana being banned on the red side. Do you think Gragas is banned, Vati?
I'm not really sure for the reasons why they have been banned, but they might have their own particular game styles, or they might be counters to what they play. So could be a reason they've banned these because you don't see a lot of these bans come in.
Yep, we usually never see a Gragas ban. This is something new. This is something new which we are seeing. Okay, so what do you think is going to be picked? Because Lee Sin is open, and a lot of these players are Lee Sin mains. Absolutely 500 games, 60% win rate, Lee Sin gods. Yes, we see a Lee Sin coming up.
First pick Lee Sin.
Yeah.
And we all know that the Tyrant guy with the Lee Sin is a grandmaster and is really good at it. So let's see how it goes.
Now, so do you feel a Camille coming out just like yesterday? Because VVB is only on Camille. Yes, we see another Camille coming out.
I think the speciality is really good at the Camille. He picks it like all games if it's open.
So Brom coming out as well. So do you think Alistair is going to be picked just for having the tankiness in the team? Because Jason's not really.
Yeah, it could be. And Alistair's open right now, so I think they could go for Alistair. It's a really good pick. And we see the Zaya and Ari coming out by Tyrant Gaming. Okay, they're swapping it and.
Okay, yes, I want to.
Yep. And we can see that the Tyrant guy is showing Alistair, so they are going for Alistair most probably because it's open.
And also because Alistair syncs up really well with Yasuo as well, so it's going to be.
If he gets huge wombo combo. It's a good engage, and if he gets a good 3-man knockup and Yasuo ult, they all airborne for like 2-3 seconds and take a lot of damage.
Yeah, and we see Wukong being picked by VVV.
We see the Wukong. Zed Camille. A really good split push comp I feel by VVV. They're going to split the map and play most probably because the Zed and Camille are really good at splitting.
But do you think Zed is like a competitive pick worthy because you can usually counter a Zed just by building the Zhonya's? We don't really see a lot of Zed in competitive.
But Zed, as if you recall, like the Asia Brawl, if you've seen the matches, the Zed people when they played them, they did really well with him as a split pusher because he has an easy escape. So and he has good tower damage. So he can really play the split push role very well.
Yep. So from what we're seeing from the bans and pick phase, both teams are evenly matched. No team has any particular advantage.
But this is going to be a fun match. Good split push comp. I feel like Tyrant has the better draft here because they have a good split push plus team fight comp with the Alistair and Yasuo. So let's see how it goes.
Yep. And also guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video and share it with your friends as well. And also show us some love on your favorite team by hashtag VVV or hashtag Titan Gaming in the live chat.
You can see there are two challengers from the side of Tyrant and two Grandmasters.
Yep. And these things, this is what the teams is about, right? Because nobody in India has, at least in my Grandmaster or even challengers. Very few challengers in India.
I don't really think there's a challenger in India. I think India top is Master right now, as far as I remember. But let's see.
So that's where the skill difference comes from.
And I don't really think anyone's going to invade at this point because they both don't have an invade lineup. That we could see an invade by the red side because of the Braum, but they just decided to back off over there.
Yeah, they just respect the Lee Sin's early game potential and they decide against the early game invade. It's a pretty decent thing to do because Lee Sin can fuck you up early game.
Yeah, and they have the Zed in the team, and Zed completely useless at level 1 or level 2 because he doesn't really do much. His power spike comes at level 3 itself.
Yup, and level 1 Zed, level 2 Zed, all of them are useless unless you have your shadow clones with you. Zed is like just you can't just do enough. And that way, if you play Yasuo well, you can indirectly counter a Zed.
Yep. Seeing a lot of cocky ADC these days because after the buff, his damage has been increased like a lot.
Yup, yesterday we saw an amazing comeback by VVV against a 14-2 Corki. Do you think they can do that again? They can replicate the process today again?
Could be possible, but yeah, let's see again. Yesterday, the match against TSR was a bit of a throw. That's why they got a good comeback. And the Lee Sin also played really well yesterday by the side of VVV. Let's see how it goes today.
Yes. And also, Village Gamer, thanks for tuning into the stream. I have no official communication on when the game is going to be released in India.
We see a bit
we can only wait for Riot to make an official comment.
For the Scuttle. And yep, the Lee Sin picking up the first kill over there. A flash being burned by the Yasuo. And the Lee Sin might pick up another kill over here. And the Alistar picking up the kill on Wukong.
Yep, a nice kill secure by the Alistar.
Yeah, but I feel the Alistar might be taken down here by the Xayah or to the tower. Yep. And the Xayah
ends up getting the kill. So this is what you see, right? He's in getting 2 kills early on, and if you feed him early game, he's just gonna be wrecking you in the late game as well. He doesn't really fall off in the late game if he's fed early.
Yeah, his early game potential is really strong because you get really strong ganks by Lee Sin, and these players all, as you know, they know to play Lee Sin really well. So we could see a good level 3-4 tower dive right now.
What do you feel about the matchup of Fiora versus the Camille? Who do you think wins the matchup in a 1 versus 1 situation?
A 1 versus 1, I would obviously say the Fiora wins it because the Fiora is really strong, but I really can't say because we have all seen his Camille yesterday.
That is beautiful dodge coming out of Fiora. She denies the Camille ulti by using her S3. That was beautiful gameplay. Micro coming out by Fiora. But even though
she still gets taken out because
she
of
still
the
gets taken
Wukong
down
ult over there. A good engage by the Wukong.
So meanwhile, while that was happening, Lee Sin ends up getting a kill on the set.
Tyrant Gaming has secured both the scuttles.
Tyrant Gaming really looking very formidable in this game, having a decent goal lead as well, a 1 key goal lead before Dragon spawns.
And we have the dragons coming up. It's a Cloud Drake. We'd normally see teams ignoring this. It's not that important of a Drake, but let's see.
I'm definitely going to be we are definitely going to be seeing a contest for these dragons coming up as well, because if Yasuo gets the Cloud Drake, he can just dash around really, really fast.
Yeah, and red team's already taken their positions in the river.
Yep, ready for the gank, coming slowly.
Yep. Whereas you can see Fiora is pretty late for the fight and started the engage. The Braum ult down.
That's actually a very good ulti coming out by Camille.
And Cock is securing a kill over there.
Well,
it's really hard to figure out what's happening because we just see a lot of ults all coming together.
Yeah, actually, I do feel that Yasuo could have ulted a bit better. He didn't have a really good ulti over there. He could have secured the kill on the Braum.
Yeah. None of them still taking up the dragon. They're all resetting and coming back.
Just because all of the ultimates have been used and it's not really like...
And Camille might get caught over here. I'm sorry, Fiora. Yep.
Yep, really nice rotation coming out of the set.
And we see the Fiora getting taken out and...
That was so clutch by the Xayah.
Yep. And he still survives and yep. That's it.
And she ends up getting a quad kill over there. Not quad kill, she ends up getting 4 kills over there. That was actually really very calculated by the Xayah.
Yep. And even the Lee Sin did get a double kill, but unfortunately got taken out in the CC of Wukong.
Yep, and while all of this was happening, Camille slowly but slowly farming up really hard against the Fiora. Already has 3 kills in the pocket and already has a Trinity up.
And we all know how deadly he is on that Camille after seeing his gameplay yesterday.
Yes, his Camille is just auto win. From like what I know, I'm his fanboy.
And Corki might be has taken a lot of damage. The Braum ult.
Oh,
okay, really good ult by the Braum.
Well.
The team shield popped off by the red side. The Wukong might get taken out over here. Barely running.
Managed to get the kill on the Corki. Corki escapes the 0 HP. Zed couldn't secure the kill onto him.
And the dragon goes to VVV, I guess. Oh, Corki getting the triple. Oh, quadra kill.
Quadra kill.
Wukong barely surviving on any HP. Just teleports out of there. Really well played by
Corki. This was totally Zed's bad because if he had secured the kill on the Corki and not left him at like around 5% HP, this wouldn't have happened. The quadra kill wouldn't have happened at all. But that was really well played by Corki.
The Zed right now in team fights is struggling a bit. You can see he's on 0-4-6. That's the thing about Zed. He's not the best team fight champ, I feel, but
yeah, exactly. That's why we don't see a lot of stats in a competitive gameplay. It's always better to pick something more reliable like Oriana.
A good ult by the Wukong over there, but okay, the Alistar has built the Gargoyles enchant.
Yes,
we normally see team shields being built on the support, but this is the first time I'm seeing it.
No, usually all Alistars build the Gargoyle enchant because it can just enhance your ulti, right? You'll have 70% damage reduction. You just won't die to anything.
I mean, his ultimate doesn't let him die anyways. Like the Gargoyles is just, I feel, overkill.
Oh, I usually just prefer building Gargoyles instead of that.
And I think the first turn is going to Tyrant Gaming over here. No, sorry, I mean the second turn is.
Up, and they also have.
And they have secured the Rift Herald.
Well, to be honest, Zaya also in the late game is an absolute beast as well. Like it's going to be even matchup Corki versus Zaya.
They both have really good scaling champs, so we cannot really say right now who's going to win. And the gold difference is not that much also.
Yup, the goal difference is very insignificant, just the 2.5k goal.
Just I want to see how the Zed split pushes because I feel that will be his main role for picking Zed right now.
Yeah, because
he's not really doing well in team fights.
Yeah. Oh, Lee Sin already has his GA up and he might be going in for the dive on the
and
yes, that's a top
quality to the being caught out over there. And I feel, Tyrant takes out another turnip over here.
Yep, they end up getting the bottom.
And the Rift Herald was left at the bot lane. I honestly thought they'd leave it. Oh, the Corki flashing in, doing the tower dive and securing the kill on the Wukong over there.
Oh my god. This is actually slowly turning.
And we might see a tower dive on Zaya over here. A 5-man tower dive coming up.
Yep. Tower dive by the Alistar.
The Zaya ult. Oh, the Zaya ult was really good. But the Corki still chasing her down.
Corki just way to fight right now.
Yeah, he got a good quadra kill over there at the dragon fight. So
and a beautiful.
He's really high on gold right now.
So Van Camille pushing the opposite lanes. Really
you can see that they lost a turret on the bot lane too because of the Rift Herald. They are so ult in the Braum. I feel the Wukong might get taken out of. No, they should just back out at this time.
And
the Alistar getting caught out over here. Corki joining the fight, but the Lee Sin GA popped over there.
Okay, this is
and the Lee Sin goes down to Zaya. The Camille barely surviving on any HP, but she makes her out of there.
Sorry for that.
And the next drag, the Mountain Drake. I feel it's a really important Drake at this point for the red team.
Yes, and I don't think that team can secure that because none of them
are not coming to contest it. You can all see the positioning. So yeah, this is a free dragon for Tyrant Gaming over here.
Yep, they can just take it without Lee Sin even being there. The Fiora just has enough damage. Well, what I felt the team shot done over here. Oh shit! There's that being caught out once again, and he ends up falling to the Koski.
Yeah, the Zed's pretty underfarmed at this point, I could say, because you can see his score 0-8-8 and he's struggling a bit.
Exactly. And he just has 2 items, right? He just has the Dust Blade and the Mortal Reminder. Not really, very good items to be scaling up. With the Koski having nearly 4 items in Earthquake.
And the Tyrant Gaming has started the Baron, but they left it halfway and decided to take a fight over here.
Yes.
Yep, and Braum also gets taken out at the same time. I feel it's the best thing for. Okay, I feel Wukong might get caught out over here. Nope.
Oh, okay, Wukong flashes
using
away.
his ult to survive. Zaya's playing really well. But at this point, it's just that Koki is way too fed and he's dealing way more damage than the Zaya. Zed with that ult on Koki, but Koki survives. Lee Sin tower diving and getting the kill on the Zed again.
Well, this is why I feel like not taking up Zed in the competitive matches. Look at the stats KDA 0-9-8. But also because Yasuo actually indirectly counters them as well, right? You can just use a wind wall and you can just negate all the damage coming out of the shadow clones.
You can see he's actually quite underfarmed right now. He's way behind. Even the Alistar has more gold than the Zed at this point.
Well, I think it's gonna be GG for them because the Corki is just way too fed now, and they can just end up getting Baron, and then it's done for VVV.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
But it's never too late for VVV to come back because one good Camille followed up by a Braum and Wukong. It's just gonna be devastating.
Maybe if they can steal the Baron at the right time and maybe get a good ults and a good fight over there, might be able to do something. But otherwise,
they need to catch out people off guard.
It's really hard. Look at the Zed. He's just taking so much damage.
Both teams not really going in for the hard coming going in for the commit. A nice follow up by coming out from the Braum. That's going to be too little.
The thing is, while all this fight is going on, you can see Fiora at the bot lane taking the inhib.
Yeah. Tyrant fully on 4 versus 5 into the fight. Wukong ends up dying. I mean, after popping his GA up. Zed recalls to respond to the Fiora's split push.
Yeah, at this point, they're way too fat that they can even afford to take a 4v5 and they're winning fights over there.
Yep, and the goal difference also way too much. It's just more than 10k right now. So there's no way we can come back.
Really hard, there is no comeback at this point. I think the game's done unless there are mistakes or done by the side of Tyrant Gaming.
Well, I do feel like there's going to be a Lee Sin ban coming out in the next game. Lee Sin's definitely gonna be banned.
Yep.
So blue team not really going in for the Baron, even though it's a wide decision not to go for the Baron. They just want to go back to get some health back and maybe even go for the Infernal Dragon
use on the Baron. I don't really think it's a good option, and you saw that the red team just burnt out their redemption. Although the cooldown's quite less, but for vision they just used it right now. And I feel they can't really contest the Infernal Drake also because if they get taken out, it's just going to be game end.
Yep, but it's worth fighting for it. It's worth fighting for that one last stand. Just fighting it out for the Infernal Dragon. And if you win, you can just...
I feel they should leave out the Drake and try for... Oh, that's a really good knock-up by the Alistar over there.
Yep.
A good follow-up by Yasuo.
Following up, but they are going to be escaping. Yasuo going in deep, going in with a flash. Lee Sin following up really well. They end up getting the kill on the...
And even the Braum gets taken out over there.
Yep, Braum gets taken out over there.
I think they should have gone for the Infernal Drake. They should have just at least farmed a bit more and maybe tried for contesting the Baron, but...
that was actually a very good engage coming out of Alistar, right?
Yeah, and a good follow-up by Yasuo too. They did really well over there.
Well, and the Baron's just going to be melted down immediately, but the Lee Sin is way too low, and we might be seeing Zaya getting a few kills. Maybe? No, zero.
They can't contest it at this point or come for stealing it because even the Wukong's down at the moment.
But even though there's such a
And
big
the Lee
lead,
Sin,
UV is holding its ground. Nearly everyone having the full pen on Tyrant side. And now they're just going for the Infernal Dragon and just going in for the end now.
yeah, and another free dragon for Tyrant Gaming, the Infernal Drake.
But why do you feel like they lost this game? Why do you feel like they just, they just couldn't come back in this game? Okay, they just run down the mid, they just go in for the core dive as well, and I think they're just looking to end this game
Yeah, they'll
because
just end the
considering they
game
have
over here,
killed
I
the
think.
Zed.
The Zed,
That's ulti
the
doing
Zed does escape
absolutely
out of
zero
there.
damage. That was so insignificant, man. That's
And
ulti.
yeah, at this point, the game's ended over here right now. So they have no inhabs left, nothing. Yeah, and that's good game. Tyrant take the win.
Yeah, they didn't take the win. And the point to be noted over here is PvP got the first game because Tyrant couldn't make it up on time and they had to FF the first match. So the score right now is 1-1. And so now let's just look forward to the next match coming up really soon. And talking about this match, man, just look at the Corky's KDA 13-12.
Yeah,
Do
and
you
he
think
was
Corky's
dealing
going to be
insane amount of
Banwati or do you
damage.
think she's going to be having enough in the next match? Because she's just
I
way too broken
feel,
right now.
yeah, I feel they should give it a nerf because yeah, it's way too broken at this point. And you can even use it at mid and ADC, so a lot of damage done by that champ over there.
Up, she's very versatile, very flexible in her roles as well.
We didn't get to see a lot of split push by VVV because they were losing turrets and fights from the start, so they didn't really get any priority or get to go and do a split push. They also suffered by taking the Zed over there. You can see the Zed stats over there, 199.
Yep. So, anyways, guys, just stay tuned for the third match. Will be coming out shortly. Please don't go anywhere. So guys, we are back with the third match of VVV versus Terran Gaming. The score right now is 1-1. No, VVV with 1 and Terran with 1. This is going to be the third match of the best of 3 series. And so for the bands, let's just go for the bands first. We saw both Alistair and Brom ban coming out from both sides, either of the sides. So with both the tanky supports being banned out, do you think we'll be seeing something like a Lulu coming out?
Yeah, we'll get to see Enchanters this game most probably because both the tank supports have been banned this game.
Yeah, we see the Camille being picked again by Zonek. Because obviously his main priority pick was Camille.
Yep. And we see the Corki again coming out by Tyrant Gaming and the Gragas. The Gragas jungle.
Yep, the Gragas jungle coming out because the Lee Sin was banned. Because the Lee Sin this last game just destroyed them, so they just go ahead and ban Lee Sin.
Yeah, he tore them apart like the early game, so...
So it's going to be interesting to see a Gragas jungle because we don't really see a lot of Gragas jungle in Indian competitive teams. We usually just see a Shivana, Malphite, a Momo, something like that.
We normally see Gragas top or mid, but not really much in jungle, but let's see how it goes. And we're seeing a Javan jungle on the opposite side also. With the Oriana.
Oh, it's going to be really fun seeing Oriana because Oriana in any of the teams just gives them edge over the other team because Oriana is just way too broken for the mid lane right now.
And we see a Rakan as support on the other side for the Yasuo, I guess. A good knock-up and a good Yasuo are good.
Yes, it's going to be lovely to see a Rakan gameplay because we don't really see a lot of Rakan being picked these days.
Yep, and the Draven coming out from the side of VVV, we don't even really see much of Draven. It's really
Draven and Janna, right? We don't see either of these dual lane champions, Draven and Janna. They're very underrated, but they're really, really, really good if you have the skill to play them.
Really good. Janna is like one of the most underrated support in my opinion. And the Fiora again coming out by Tyrant Gaming.
Yep, so we see three picks being the same, the Corki, the Yasuo, and the Fiora. No team really having a very tanky engage except for the Jarvan who acts like a semi-tank for VVV.
Yeah, and the same can be said for Tyrant Gaming, even they don't really have a very great tank. It's only Gragas who's a bit tanky in their team. The rest of them are really quite squishy, I would say.
Yep, the Fiora can act like a bit of a tank, but then she doesn't really have the attributes of an actual tank. Okay, so let's just go ahead and this one, I'll say, what do you see? Do you think we'll be seeing Oriana Jarvan being just stealing the game away? Because Oriana Jarvan is a very good engage tool for them.
Yep, it all comes down to execution again, because even the opposite side has the Rakan Yasuo. We just see who engages first and gets the good ults off, could basically win the team fights.
Yep. And a major point being that they should not feed the Corki like last game again. 14 to 12 Corki. Oh my god.
The thing with Draven is
too much.
He needs to catch his axes. It's a really hard ADC to play. And if he gets CC'd and he misses his axe, then he has to wait again for that cooldown and to catch his spinning axes again. Otherwise, he deals great amount of damage.
Top is he's the best early game marksman you can ever pick because he just has raw damage if you land the axis properly.
Yep. Like one thing I notice about these teams is they keep Amumu, Malphite champs with like high CC, but they don't really play them. It's always open, but they don't ever pick it. I don't know for what reason.
It's completely opposite in the Indian competition, right? Because Indian competitive scenes, we always see the priority pick on the Malphite, the Shivana, and the Momo.
Yep, the CC stacking is like priority pick in the Indian meta.
Well, these teams being Philippines and obviously being very good at what they do, they just have just come above that level of just CC stacking. Oh, we see in weight coming out the Gragas, he might able to get he just pokes the Jarvan away and just gonna back it off from there.
Yep. The Jarvan coming back for his blue buff, but the thing here is now they'll have to give up the scuttle.
Yep, they're gonna be giving up the scuttle. Oh no!
And
he ended up killing it. That was actually a very well timed smite coming out of Jarvan. Gragas missing his smite.
Gragas missing his smite timing. Actually,
Yes,
he
not
must have not
calculating it.
expected
Jarun to come back, right? We
Jarun
all
to come
expected
back.
Jarun to just go for his blue buff and then maybe just give up the Scuttler. So that was really good by good micro coming out by the
Jarun
Jarun.
over there.
A nice devoid coming in by the Rakan, devoiding nearly the entire push, making the bot side for VV very vulnerable to ganks. Well, Jarvan versus Gragas. I don't really see both of these champions picked very much. Who do you think is a better jungler? You being a jungle
I
main yourself.
feel Gragas would be a better pick than Jarvan.
But Jarvan really has an engage tool, right? With Gragas also has the engage tool, not gonna lie, but I don't know, man. I don't really know who to pick. I can't pick sides on this one.
Yeah, but the Gragas can escape out of Jarvan ult with his dash. He has his own dash skill, which has an easy escape and it has a good defense.
Yeah, Gragas already ready for a gank, and we already see the first one falling onto VVV side. Draven getting up the kill on the Rakan. Rakan really being the fishy target, whom Draven can just cut it, just slice him down.
It was just mayhem over there. We didn't really understand what happened. I could just see a lot of ults coming in. But yeah, Draven getting the first blood is really good for him because Draven's passive gives him extra gold with each kill. That's really good for the Draven.
Yeah, because once he gets early game goal, then he's just gonna be a menace in the late game. Yasuo versus Orianna. Well, what do you think? How do you feel about the mid-lane matchup? Because what we see right now is Orianna is bullying the Yasuo a bit.
Yeah, Orianna, I would say it's a skill-based matchup. The Yasuo does deal more damage, but Orianna can poke a lot. That's how it's staying from a safe distance. So I would say it's Orianna's lane priority over here.
Yep, and the first dragon coming up in 10 seconds. We'll be really seeing a really good team fights coming out because they really have the Jarvan ulti, the Orianna ulti. It's going to be a fun team fight to watch.
And we see the Corki and the Rakan teleporting right now.
Yeah, the Corki needs to go back at 4 minutes to get a package up, right? Because without the package, Corki is just a old uncle. Nothing else.
Yep.
Camille actually rotating and we see to Camille just split pushing really hard. Feel like we're just going back to respond to that.
And as you can see that the red team has started the dragon and has good river control at this point.
They're just looking for the Camille to come and go
and pull off another steal is the question here. Nope, and the Rakan doesn't let him enter there. The engage.
Yes, that was a very good engage coming out with Jarvan. A really good follow-up ulti by the Orianna as well, but it's just going to be too little because the Yasuo just goes in and gets a double kill onto them.
If you go
that's actually very brilliant ulti coming out with the...
Initiated really well. He just went back and knocked up the Jarvan because he knew Jarvan would come in for the steal. And that's how they initiated the fight and even get the Drake at the same time. With good amount of
that was very well executed by the Rakan, Gragas, and the Yasuo, just going into the
mid lane, turn it going down.
So this was actually, very good for for Tyrant Gaming. All matters because they get the kill, they get the dragons, everything, just get it up. And now that the Rift Herald is coming up in 30 seconds, do you think blue team should be contesting for it?
I feel they should leave. They can go for the Rift Herald. I mean, it's not a bad option. They still have a chance at winning the fight here, but if they leave out the Rift Herald, they'll lose another turnip, and they're already down one turnip. So I don't think they should really leave it at this point.
No, but what really happened in the last engage was Camille was not there in time, and Jarvan was really hesitant to go alone for the engage because if Jarvan and Camille both go in at the same time, that's going to be really deadly. So you can just just block one person from moving exact.
They were not really ready for that. It's just that Rakan just from nowhere just popped out from the pit, came and knocked them up, and then the Yasuo fall off. It was really quick by Tyrant Gaming.
Fiora having a beautiful split push again, just taking the Tier 3 turret for the Dragon lane.
I feel they should just force out the Rift Herald
because they know that Fiora is split pushing.
Yep, and now Camille is
now it's just gonna be stupid to engage. 3 versus 4 on the top lane. They end up getting the kill on the Janna as well. they might be going in for the kill on the Jarvan. No,
Yep,
just
and they
decide against
lost
that
the
and just go for the
Rift.
rift.
And they did give out a kill, so things really going bad at this point for VVV. You can see the Rift Herald being used at the top lane to get the first.
Jarvan can be falling off. Yes, Gragas. Sorry, Jarvan can be falling to the Gragas. That was really well played.
The Rakan playing really well at this point.
Yes, Rakan just playing with the whole team, not really supporting the ADC much. He's just being a
really good
support.
engages.
Yeah, this is what you should all aspire to become, just like the Rakan.
Yep, and they get a dash on the tier 2 turret as well. Get a plating off.
Well, looking at the goal difference now, it's almost 7k goal difference. This is definitely a very big goal difference.
They can come back, but
7-13 in the game.
With the amount of turrets they have lost at this point, it's going to be really hard for them.
Yes, that was actually really good engage coming out by the Jarvan, ends up getting the kill on the Gragas.
Yeah, but the Gragas did get taken out over there, but they did lose the turret again. And you can see like this, there's no mid lane turrets. So the whole game is like the whole map is opened up here for Tyrant Gaming.
Yeah, but then they don't really need to have the map open up because they just have a Rakan, right? You can just go in and just come back in. You can also give them the free vision which Rakan provides.
Yep. The next drag being the Cloud Dragon. I think the VVV should really just leave this Drake at this point and just focus on farming or try to catch the Fiora who's split pushing.
Yes, I guess they might be able to get the kill on the Yasuo.
Yasuo.
Yes, Yasuo gets caught out in a 4 versus 1 situation.
No, and the Yasuo somehow managed.
Oh my god, that was such a outplay by Yasuo. Escaping a 0 HP, a really good follow-up coming by with the Gragas. Just backing him off. Just baiting them towards the blue buff so that the Gragas can come and back him up. That was
surrender.
Oh my god. If I was in this situation, I would just give up, man. That was such a good outplay, baiting the whole team towards your team coming up to back you up.
The Tyrant Gaming was on point. They all came at a good time to help the Yasuo, and the Yasuo somehow survived.
Point to be noted here, just now survived the 1 versus 4 gank over there.
And the Jarvan burning his flash here to survive, but I don't really think he'll survive it. The Yasuo catching him. Okay, he does survive.
Okay. Oh, Gragas has been getting the kill just because of the raw damage.
Really well, and Jana on 1 HP, but she survives again. The Baron being coming up in 20 seconds. At this point, I really think the game's gone to Tyrant Gaming. Yep, it's already GG, I feel, for VVV.
It's just going to be too hard to come back
on gold.
So what we show here is actually rotating 5 mana Yasuo is the guy who's always split pushing. Oh, look at that!
The flash in by the
Gragas. They just didn't have enough damage, or else he would have got the kill on both of them.
Yeah.
So, well, Camille, we are not really seeing Camille shine, but she ends up getting the kill on the Gragas. I think they get the kill. Oh my god!
What?
That was... Then Yasuo coming in with a clutch win wall, man. They didn't just see the win wall.
We see the Jana getting taken out. Yep, he just saved the Gragas over there. I feel Tyrant Gaming should just back off over here. The Gragas.
Okay, that's been a bit too greedy. Just being a bit too greedy, I think. Yeah. We're just gonna back off now. He was just like, no.
They're going for the Baron. They have to
down. Yeah.
Yep, they can. I think
this is what happens, right?
Trying to steal it. The chance maybe to steal it, but there's not going to be of much use. Even with the Baron buff, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything at this point. They have no turrets left.
Yeah, they can just run it down mid and just end the game.
Yep.
Now we see the favor being returned, right? The Gragas saved the Yasuo in a 1 versus 4 gank, and now the Yasuo is saving the Gragas in a 1 versus 3 gank.
Yeah, the Tyrant Gaming is playing really well. The way they save the Gragas over there is like...
Yeah, the Gragas is being an absolute beast. Just look at his gold. He is at 9.3k and he already has the Rapid on top.
The Jana might be caught off over by the Rakan, but yeah, support versus support.
Oh, Corky went a bit too deep? Oh no, he is just walking up and just going back out again.
Yep. You can see the damage coming out by the Corky yet again.
Yeah, Corky just shines, man. Corki, I think feel like Corki is just going to be an insta pick and literally all Tony's will be seeing in the futures now, unless she gets enough. Unless he gets enough. Sorry for that.
And they're forcing the mid over there. Yep,
Well,
get the.
well, we see a very good
again.
Gragasati coming in again.
A good Jana ult over there trying to save the Jarvan. It does manage to save the Jarvan over there.
Yeah, that was
The
a beautiful
Gragas
penalty.
flash
Just holding out really everyone. Oh! And then the flash coming out. But that was just a little bit too much of a dive. Jarvan going in for the kill again. Then the pinning the cannon to the cast.
And yep, the Fiora coming in. The teleport. Camille barely surviving. Yasuo pushing the bot lane at the meantime.
Yeah, now they'll stand up getting the bot.
And Fiora pushing the top lane. Yep, this is good game for VVV.
Yeah, because they're just dosing in all the lanes, right? Yep,
all the
was
lanes
pushing bottom, Fiora was pushing top, and now they don't have any inhibitors left.
The Rakan does get taken out over here, being a bit too greedy again. Going in for the tower dive, but I don't really think it matters at this point because they have no inhibitors left.
Yep, exactly. Now it's just gonna be too late. Now Draven doesn't really have enough damage at this point. And Camille also, even if he ulti lost someone, it's not gonna be enough.
Yep, the ult coming on the Yasuo. The Yasuo GA getting popped out over there. They might catch
seems like I was wrong.
The Gragas coming back in. Oh, that's a good.
Oh my god, the synergy the Gragas and the Yasuo player have. Just look at the synergy. That is just way too good, man.
The chasing. Oh, they get the. And they both survive on 1 HP.
Oh.
The Fiora and the Gragas.
Yes, the Gragas got a triple kill out there. Okay, if you are Camille is going.
I feel this might be a double kill for the Camille over here.
Yeah, she's going to be end up in the double kill. What was that?
Tyrant Gaming just running into the fountain.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've seen no tower being fallen down on the side of Tyrant Gaming. None of the towers even have a bit of damage on. They're actually basically unsplat.
And yeah, this is a good game. The Cocky ending the game.
Yeah.
Very well played by Tyrant Gaming.
Tyrant Gaming, yeah.
Not a single plating of any of the turnips.
This is why they're on top of the leaderboards, right? They haven't lost a single game right now in this league, and they're definitely gonna be, dominating in the next phase of the league as well.
Yeah, the rotations are like on point, and they have really good calls, I feel. Because when they played against us also, when I played the tournament and we played against Tyrant Gaming, they absolutely wrecked us.
Yeah, they have 3 grandmasters, 2 challengers, man. You obviously expect some certain level of quality from these teams, right? And they are showing that. They're showing what they're made up of.
Really, absolutely stunning gameplay coming out from Tyrant Gaming.
Yep, so I think that's going to be the end of today's matches. So thanks for tuning in, viewers. So we'll meet you guys next week.